Feeling stressed? Look at photos A through F. What emotions do you think these people are feeling? Why are they feeling them? Photo A. Emotion, surprise. Reason, the man looks shocked because his friends are surprising him, maybe at a birthday party. Photo B. Emotion, fear. The two girls look scared while hiding under a blanket, probably because they are watching a scary movie. Photo C. Happiness/excitement. Reason, the boy looks very happy, maybe because he just won a race or got a medal. Photo D. Disgust. The boy is looking at his soup with disgust. He probably doesn't like the taste or smell. Photo E. Sadness. The woman is crying while hugging a man, so she might be sad about losing someone or something. Photo F. Anger. The man is shouting and looks angry, probably because of traffic or another driver. B. Read the text and match photos A through F with the emotions. Emotion, photo. Surprise, A. Fear, B. Happiness/excitement, C. Disgust, D. Sadness, E. Anger, F. C. When was the last time you felt these emotions? Give some examples. Surprise. I felt surprised when my family bought me a new phone for my birthday. Fear. I felt afraid when I heard a strange noise at night. Happiness. I felt really happy when I passed my final exams. Disgust. I felt disgusted when I saw some spoiled food in the fridge. Sadness. I felt sad when my best friend moved to another city. Anger. I felt angry when someone broke my favorite thing by accident. Did you know that there are actually only 6 basic emotions which all humans experience and which we recognize by our facial expressions? The 6 emotions are: 1. Joy. That wonderful feeling of happiness when something brings a smile to your face. We all love and recognize this one. It's a motivator too. We keep doing things that make us feel happy. Photo C. 2. Anger. When something goes wrong and you lose your temper. This emotion allows you to deal with difficult situations and not just run away. Photo F. Sadness. Often experienced when we lose someone or something important to us. If we see someone who's feeling sad, we may start to feel sad too. Photo E. 4. Fear. This is probably the most basic emotion. We can experience this from a very early age, and it helps us to escape from danger. Photo B. 5. Surprise. When something unexpected happens, you raise your eyebrows and actually open your eyes wider to help you see what it is. Photo A. 6. Disgust. This is an important emotion which helped our ancestors to survive. If you eat something disgusting or poisonous, your face warns others what has happened. Photo D. Vocabulary. ing, ed, adjectives. 2. A. Work in pairs and discuss the questions. 1. What makes you angry or annoyed? Loud noises and rude people make me angry and annoyed. 2. What sorts of things do you find relaxing? Listening to music and walking by the beach are very relaxing for me. 3. Is there anything you are frightened of? I am frightened of spiders and very high places. 4. What kind of things make you worried? I get worried when my family or friends are sick. 5. Have you ever been really embarrassed? Yes, I was embarrassed once when I fell in front of my classmates. 6. What makes you feel exhausted? Studying for long hours and not getting enough sleep makes me exhausted. 7. What sorts of things do you find confusing? I find math problems and difficult instructions confusing sometimes. 8. Do you find your job, life, satisfying? Yes, I find my life satisfying because I have good friends and a supportive family.
B. Look at the quiz again and answer the questions. Which ending is used to talk about feelings? ED. Which ending is used to talk about the cause of feelings? ING. C. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the adjectives in exercise 2A. Remember to use ED or ING endings. 1. It's very worrying watching the news at the moment. I think there's going to be another war. 2. I'm going to bed. I'm exhausted because I've been working late every night this week. 3. My face went bright red when I realized what I'd said. It was really embarrassing. 4. I love it when I see people enjoying the food I've cooked. I find it very satisfying. 5. I don't understand the grammar. I'm completely confused. 6. I go to yoga every week because it makes me feel so relaxed. Page 153, Vocabulary Bank. ING, ED, adjectives. 1. Complete definitions 1 to 10 with the correct form of the adjectives in the box. Exciting, excited, terrifying, terrified, astonishing, astonished, tiring, tired, fascinating, fascinated, disappointing, disappointed, disgusting, disgusted, frustrating, frustrated, depressing, depressed, interesting, interested. 1. You want to know more about it and you give it your attention. I was interested in what he had to say. 2. Being happy, interested, and hopeful because something good has happened or is going to happen. The kids are getting really excited about the trip. 3. Very surprising. It's astonishing that you didn't know about this. 4. Making you feel that you want to sleep or rest. It was a long, tiring journey. 5. Extremely interesting. Istanbul is a fascinating city. 6. Unhappy because something you hoped for did not happen. I was disappointed that I hadn't won. 7. Making you feel sad. It's a very depressing book. I didn't like it at all. 8. Extremely unpleasant and making you feel sick. What's that smell? It's disgusting. 9. Feeling annoyed, upset, or impatient because you cannot control or change a situation. He gets frustrated when people don't understand what he's saying. 10. Very frightened.
I'm absolutely terrified of spiders. Listening. 3.6.1. Read the definition and listen to the radio program. Answer the questions. Therapy. T-H-E-R-A-P-Y. Noun. C-U. Plural. Therapies. The treatment of a mental or physical illness over a long period of time, especially without using drugs or operations. He's having therapy to help with alcohol addiction. From Longman Active Study Dictionary.
Unit 6. Emotion. Recording 1.
Welcome to Start the Day.
Hello, can I help you?
Your call is important to us.
Hello, can I help you?
Sorry, all our operators are busy at the moment. Please hold.
They put you in a queue for ages listening to this terrible music. When you finally speak to someone, you're so angry you just want to shout.
Anger. We all know the feeling. A report out last year shows that people are getting angrier. 1 in 10 people say that they've trouble controlling their temper. Traffic jams, airports, call centres, computer crashes, they can all leave us feeling angry. And anger is difficult to control. Or is it? Professor Miller from the Metropolitan University is here to tell us about 2 very different therapies to help deal with stress. First of all, destruction therapy. What's that about?
Well, basically, the idea is that a lot of people, when they get angry, they don't know what to do with their anger. They don't deal with it very well. They just keep it inside. But if you don't deal with your anger, sooner or later it will explode. So, with destruction therapy, you use your anger to destroy something, but in a controlled way. And the idea is that if you do that, it helps you to feel better.
OK, I get angry a lot. Can destruction therapy help me?
Perhaps. We can try it. What we do is we take you to a place full of old cars. When we get there, I'll give you a hammer and you can use it to smash a car to pieces.
Really? Is it that simple? If I smash the car to pieces, will I feel better?
Yes, a little. But that's only the beginning. Then I'll ask you to think about a situation in the past when you felt really angry. And when you think about that anger situation, you will hit the car much harder. And the therapy will be much more satisfying. When we finish the session, you'll feel much better.
That's amazing. And businesses are using this kind of therapy in Spain, is that right?
Yes, there are some old hotels in Spain. You can pay to go and destroy the hotel. So, some companies who feel that their workers are stressed or they need to build a team send their workers to destroy the hotel. And it's a good way for them to get rid of that stress. It works.
That's incredible. But there's another idea I wanted to ask you about. People say that laughter is the best medicine. And nowadays, laughter therapy is used in hospitals to help people with pain.
That's right.
So, how does that work?
Well, if people laugh about something, they feel better. On average, children laugh up to 400 times a day. But when we grow up, we only laugh about 17 times a day. And it's not enough, because when you laugh, your body produces chemicals. And these chemicals make you feel happier. And they also make you feel less pain. So, in Mexico, for example, they use laughter therapy in hospitals. A group of people go around the hospital visiting the patients, and basically, they make them laugh by telling them jokes or doing something funny.
And does it really work? Do people feel better afterwards?
Absolutely. They feel better and they don't need medicine.
That's brilliant. So in Mexico, laughter really is the best medicine.
Yes, it looks like it. That's right.
1. Which two therapies does the program talk about? Destruction therapy and laughter therapy. 2. The therapies are used in different situations. Which situations are mentioned in the program? Destruction therapy is used to help people when they are stressed or angry, or to help build a team. Laughter therapy is used in hospitals to help people with pain. 4A. Are the statements true, T, or false, F? 1. 8 out of 10 people have trouble controlling their anger. False. 1 out of 10 people have trouble. 2. With destruction therapy, you use your anger to destroy something in a controlled way. True. 3. If you think about a situation when you are angry, the therapy will be more enjoyable. False. The therapy will be more satisfying. 4. In Spain, some companies pay for their workers to build hotels. False. They pay workers to destroy hotels. 5. In Mexico, they use destruction therapy in hospitals. False. They use laughter therapy in hospitals. 6. Laughter therapy can help people to feel less pain. True. 7. On average, children laugh 100 times a day and adults laugh 17 times. C. Discuss the questions. 1. Do you think destruction therapy and laughter therapy are good ideas? Why? Why not? Yes, I think they can be good ideas in certain situations. Destruction therapy could be a useful way to release pent-up anger and stress safely. Similarly, laughter therapy is a positive and healthy way to reduce stress and improve mood. However, they might not address the root cause of the problems and should probably be used alongside other forms of therapy. 2. Would you try any of the ideas in the program? Yes, I would be willing to try laughter therapy because it seems like a fun and easy way to feel better. I might be more hesitant about destruction therapy, but I would consider trying it if I felt very stressed and thought it could help. Grammar. Real conditionals. 5A. Look at the 4 sentences from the program. Which ones talk about a general situation, GS, and which ones talk about a specific or future situation, FS? A. When people get angry, they don't know what to do with their anger, a general situation. B. When we get there, I'll give you a hammer, a specific or future situation. C. If I smash the car to pieces, will I feel better? A specific or future situation. D. If people laugh about something, they feel better. A general situation. B. Underline the correct alternative to complete the rules. Rules. 1. Use the 0, conditional if, when, plus present simple plus present simple to talk about a general fact or something which is always true. 2. Use the first, 1, conditional if, when, plus present simple plus will, might, could to talk about a specific, possible situation in the future. Page 138. Language Bank. Language Bank. Grammar. 6.1. Real conditionals. When we talk about situations which are always true, or events which are possible or probable in the future, using if, when, we can call these real conditionals. They are also often referred to as 0, conditionals, always true, and first, 1, conditionals, possible or probable in the future. Real conditional, 0. If, when, plus present simple plus present simple. If/when, you heat water to 100 degrees centigrade, it boils. Here, you is a general subject meaning anyone or people in general. Use the real conditional 0 to talk about a general situation or something which is always true, a fact. If plants don't have water, they die. Ice melts if you heat it. You here refers to anyone or people generally, not you specifically. If/when can come at the beginning or in the middle of the sentence. If I'm not in the office by 8 a.m., my boss gets angry. My boss gets angry if I'm not in the office by 8 a.m. If and when have the same meaning in zero conditional sentences. In this case, if means when this happens or every time this happens. When I'm feeling stressed, I eat chocolate. If I'm feeling stressed, I eat chocolate. Real conditional, first. If, when, plus present simple, plus will, could, might, plus verb. If you give me your phone number, I'll call you when we're ready. When you go into the kitchen, you will see the keys on the table. Use the real conditional first to talk about possible situations in the future and their consequences. If you are sure about the result, use will or won't. If you're not sure, use could or might. We can change the order of the sentence, but if and when is always followed by the present simple. If my train arrives on time, I'll meet you at 10 o'clock. Or, I'll meet you at 10 o'clock if my train arrives on time, not if my train will arrive on time. In first conditional sentences, if and when have different meanings. Use if when you are not sure if the situation will happen. If I pass my exams, I'll be very happy. Use when for a situation which you know will happen. When I pass my exams, I'll have a party. Unless has the meaning of if not or except in this situation. I'll go straight to the restaurant unless you call me first. I'll go straight to the restaurant if you don't call me first. Note the difference between zero and first conditional in the sentences below. If you sit in the sun, you get sunburn. Zero conditional for a general situation or fact. You means anyone or people in general. If you sit in the sun, you will get sunburn. First conditional for a specific situation. I'm talking to you personally about what will happen today.
Practice 6.1. A. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. 1. If I pass my exams, my teacher will be very surprised. 2. When we visit my mother, she usually looks after the children. 3. When Gabby leaves her job in the summer, she will worry about what to do next. 4. If I don't find any cheap tickets, we won't go to Malta. 5. If you don't water plants, they die. 6. I will be surprised if Martha comes to the party. She said she wasn't feeling well. 7. If you get lost, do you usually ask someone for directions? 8. They won't come unless you invite them. B. Underline the correct alternative. 1. You can't come to the conference unless you're invited. 2. I'm not talking to you unless you calm down first. 3. They'll arrive as soon as dinner is ready. 4. They'll cancel the flight if the weather is bad. 5. If you eat all of that chocolate mousse, you'll feel ill. 6. We'll organize a taxi when we know what time the concert starts. 7. When I see a spider, I always scream. 8. I'll get some money as soon as the bank opens. 6A. 6.2. Listen and underline the words you hear.
Unit 6. Recording 2. 1.
If he shouts, I get angry.
2.
If I see him, I'll tell him.
3.
When they arrive, we'll eat.
4.
When we get there, we'll phone you.
5.
If I finish early, I go home.
1. If he shouts, I get angry. 2. If I see him, I'll tell him. 3. When they arrive, we'll eat. 4. When we get there, we'll phone you. 5. If I finish early, I'll go home. B. Weak forms. Pronouns plus ill. Listen again and repeat. Pay attention to the weak form of ill, in the contraction I'll, or will.
7a. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Mark each sentence 0 or first conditional. A. If I go running every day, it makes me feel good. 0. B. I'm feeling down. If I go for a run, I'll feel better. First. When I finish reading this book, I'll give it to you to read. First. D. When I finish reading a book, I usually feel disappointed. 0. E. I'm meeting my boss later. If I tell him about my new job, he'll get angry. First. F. If I get angry, I take a deep breath and count to 10. 0. B. Complete the sentences so that they are true for you. Compare your ideas with a partner. Can you find any similarities? When I get older. When my English gets better, I. If I'm happy, I usually. When I get home this evening. If I'm stressed, I usually.
Speaking. 3a. Work in pairs. What do you do in situations 1 to 7? Write 3 pieces of advice to give to someone in one of these situations. 1. You're nervous about a job interview, exam. 2. You're annoyed with someone in your family. 3. It's the weekend and you're bored. 4. You're stressed about your work or studies. 5. You've got too many things to do. 6. You get home from English class and realize you've left your bag behind. 7. When you get home, you're hungry, but there's nothing to eat. B. Work in groups and compare your ideas. Which is the best idea for each situation? If you've got too many things to do, you should try to prioritize your tasks. If you get stressed about your work, try to do more exercise to help you feel relaxed. Vocabulary plus. Multi-word verbs. 9. A. Match the following topics, clothes, computers, and love and friendship with paragraphs 1 to 3. 1. Love and friendship. I met my ex-boyfriend when he chatted me up in a bar. We got on really well. We were together for 2 years and we were planning to settle down. Then I got bored and went off him. 2. Computers. It's a bit confusing. You have to scroll up and then click on the arrow icon. If you want, you can log off before you shut down. 3. Clothes. I love dressing up, so when I tried on that purple suit, I thought it was perfect for my first day at work. I was so embarrassed when I arrived and the receptionist told me to take off my tie because everyone dresses down at the company. B. Match the multi-word verbs in bold in exercise 9a with the correct definition in the word webs. You will need to use the infinitive form. Put the computer mouse on a specific place and press. Click on. Wear clothes to see if you want to buy them. Try on. Have a good relationship, like each other. Get on. Stop liking someone, something. Go off. Remove.
clothes, take off. Exit from a website, log off. Talk to someone that you like so that they will like you, chat up. Wear especially smart or colorful clothes, example for a party, dress up. Move the computer mouse to see earlier pages, scroll up. Choose to live a calm life, example at home with a partner, settle down. Switch off the computer, shut down. Wear clothes to work that are not smart, example old jeans, dress down. 10A. Look at the dictionary definitions below and answer the questions. Which verb needs an object? Try on. Which verb does not need an object? Get on. Which verb can be followed by another preposition? Get on with. Try something on. Phrasal verb. To put on a piece of clothing to find out if it fits or if you like it. Can I try these jeans on, please? Get on. Phrasal verb 1. British English. If people get on, they have a friendly relationship. Plus with. She doesn't get on with my mom very well. Shut down. Phrasal verb. If a company, factory, machine, etc. shuts down, or if you shut it down, it stops operating. Hundreds of local post offices have shut down. I shut something down. Did you shut the computer down? Use the dictionary definitions to help you decide which sentences are possible. Mark the sentences with a tick or a cross. I tried the suit on. I tried on the suit. Tick. I get on really well with Simon. I get Simon on really well. X. You need to shut down the computer. You need to shut the computer down. Tick. Speak out tip. There are different ways to group multi-word verbs, including phrasal verbs, in your notebook. For example, you can group them by topic. For example, weather, travel, work. Or by preposition. For example, multi-word verbs with on, over, by. Decide how you want to group them, and then add the phrases to your notebook. C. Choose 3 or 4 verbs from above and write your own example sentences. Use a dictionary to help you. Then compare them with a partner. Are the sentences correct? Verbs. Feel, cry, shout, laugh. My sentences. I feel happy when I spend time with my friends. She cried because the movie was very sad. He shouted when he was angry in the traffic. We laughed a lot at the party last night. Lesson 6.1. Multi-word verbs. 1A. Match the phrasal verbs in sentences 1 to 10 with meanings A to J. Verb plus off. I called him on the phone, but we got cut off. They had to call off the football match because of the weather. I have to do this work. I can't put it off any longer. Verb plus out. I'd like to check out some other options. He's wearing a pink jacket, so he'll stand out from the crowd. I can't work out what to do about the problem.